What is going on, guys? We are back on another video today. We're doing another speed rebuild on Madden 22, and today it is of the Minnesota Vikings, a team with immense levels of talent that just seem to fail to put it together. Of course, Zimmer is out. He was a great piece for the Vikings. He turned that team around very nicely, actually. And, 2020... It was kind of, a lot of injuries, obviously, and some COVID-related things. So, kind of give him a pass, fair enough. But after this last season, which was just dreadful for the Vikings, specifically on defense for their play calling, he just had to go. Now, the reason why I bring all that up, even though it's a speed rebuild, which is kind of a fantasy type of thing rather than, realistic, is that this team is actually a lot better than, this record or this overall and their real-life record portrays. So there is a lot of talent here for us to work with, a lot of talent for us to trade with. Kirk Cousins is one of those guys, he's just good enough, but he's not good enough to lead the team to a Super Bowl. If you got a Niners defense here, they probably make a Super Bowl and win it, but it's not quite that good of a defense, once again, the play calling. So as far as offensive weapons, I don't know if we're going to be replacing any of the skill positions outside of tight end, even though it's not really a skill position, and then quarterback. So I guess I could have just said we're probably going to keep the running backs and the wide receivers. Thielen could be out. I don't know if he has any value at all, though, because I'm kind of thinking if you're looking at this team, because for some reason their draft pick is projected really high, it's like 28 or something, really bad, or I guess low, if you will. I don't think you really do much with those types of draft picks. Danielle Hunter, these X-Factor pass rushers are usually a casualty on these types of videos because they just bring so much value to trades. But I'm a little worried about going for a guy like, I'm thinking Deshaun Watson. I'm thinking of the star dev quarterbacks. Burrow might be, I guess he is pretty young as well as Watson. But, Deshaun Watson is probably the best player we can get. The question is, do I really want to go Deshaun Watson? I don't know, because Kirk is good. Let's see how good Kirk is. First things first, Kirk Cousins. How good is he? I mean, that's pretty good, dude. I don't know. I thought I was going to go for Deshaun, but now I'm starting to think maybe we don't do that. But, yeah, I mean, there's a lot to fix on the defense, cornerbacks specifically. I mean, they released Breeland, right when they were trying to fight for their way to the playoffs, which was really strange, but there's players on the team that you can get rid of. Some, like Harrison Smith, I don't think are worth getting rid of. Same with Kirk Cousins. We just went over it. I just don't know if Kirk Cousins is somebody you trade. I just think, we could get so much for Danielle Hunter in the way of cornerback and maybe even a pass rusher back that it's just, is it worth trading for a quarterback like Watson who's, yeah, in Madden, really good, way better for future, but for a one-year thing, not much of an upgrade. So general rundown of what goes on in this series in case you're new, which if you are new, maybe leave a like and subscribe. We do tons of franchise content on the channel. That's actually kind of all we do, outside of maybe NFL news here and there. But if we're doing a speed rebuild like we are here, you get 10 minutes on the clock to start. And every overall over 80, you lose a minute. Every overall under 80, well, nothing happens because let's just be honest. Screw you. 10 minutes is enough to me. But the game still has that glitch where if you try to trade, you get a trade successfully. Hey, congratulations. You try to do another trade real quick. Doesn't let you. You have to back out to reset it. So we add 2 minutes to try and counteract that backing out process, which, of course, if you were to probably time it perfectly, would probably hurt us in the end anyways, but it's close enough usually to where, okay, fair enough, 2 minutes. It also does give me kind of a bad sense of time because I'm like, oh, I've got 3 minutes left. And I'm like, oh yeah, but I'm going to make a bunch of trades here right at the end that are small, and it's going to eat up all the time. But speaking of eat up all the time, here I am. But anyways, 3, 2, 1, and go. Once again, going to try to go for Rodgers right out the gate. I mean, I might as well put Kirk Cousins on there because we don't want him anyways. Interdivisional trade, super realistic, dude. Well, that's not the point of the video, so stop yelling at me. And I'm going to assume, because we don't have a top 10 pick, probably not able to have this happen. It is not doable. What's another good quarterback? Maybe Lamar Jackson. I don't know if really He's got like a huge arm for Madden, but see, not even close. What about like Joe Burrow, Trey Hendrickson, and like Reader? Okay, would they even do this? I'd do that. It's like lesser for once. I don't know, dude. This isn't gonna happen. Let's go for Washington. What do we get from Washington? Kendall Fuller. What about Deron Payne? Deron Payne and Chase Young. That'd be kind of clutch. Ooh. Can we do a second? I know we're gonna end up doing a first. Ooh, actually. What about one of these? Should we try one of these? A third? Only wasted a minute in. We'd get some very good comp off of this. Second next. I really don't want to give up a first, but they're kind of alluding to that, aren't they? That's pretty clutch to avoid the first usage. I know it's 2 seconds anyways, so it's very similar regardless. But okay, we got a pass rusher. We got a DT. And we got a corner. Is that what we just did? Yeah, we did. Why wouldn't we? Patrick Peterson's not very valuable, so, I mean, in-game at least. I really don't. I mean, you need 2 DTs. Everything else is pretty fine. What about this fella, Sheldon Richardson? We should have just put on Everson Griffin as well. Not really seeing much from anyone other than Dalvin Tomlinson. And it's pretty much due to the age. We could still use a pass rusher, though. Patrick Surtain. What about Dalton Reisner and Bradley Chubb? Those guys probably aren't super valuable in game. Yeah, that wouldn't be... I mean, they're small names, kind of, but I'd do it. A fourth might be... No, it's not too high. I was about to say a fourth might be too high. It's not. No 5th round pick. Gotta love it. Cost me seconds. Oh my god, cost me more than seconds because we need to offer another pick. Thank you. Okay, so we got Dalton Reisner. We got Chubb. Our offensive line is kind of like a mid-tier thing. We might be able to trade off Darisaw, which isn't like the worst move because he's a rookie, so they might value him kind of low. Speaking of, maybe like Darisaw and Kirk Cousins for Watson. I don't know why I think like left tackle. They have a left tackle, said they'd want another one. Wait, Kirk Cousins is actually kind of like popping off here, though. Tight end. We actually have 2 tight ends. You want them both? I don't know why you would, but we'll keep Conklin, even though I don't really project either to start. I don't know. I mean, Watson's still an improvement, I suppose. I don't know why I'm offering. Yeah, I'm just going to let's keep Conklin off, give him a first-round pick, call it there. No, I guess not. I mean, it's still a win, I think, because I think most Vikings fans are kind of just sick of Kirk at this point. Even though, like, he's not bad. He's just... He doesn't elevate when he needs to. He's like Rodgers. He's literally every NFC quarterback except for apparently Stafford, who, you know, the Rodgers shade as a Packers fan. Who would have thought? I mean, Madison and Irv for like a proper tight end, maybe? I don't know. Chiefs, Panthers don't really have it, but obviously we're just usually going with the flow. I'm not really liking Shaq Thompson. And I'm sorry, Shaq Thompson. I don't mind you. It just sounded like I said I'm not really liking. Oh my, this is a nice little trade, though. We obviously need to fill that tight end spot, but... Oh, please tell me we have a 5th. We don't have a 5th this. We are severely over-trading this 3rd-round pick, but... No, we can't. We can't. This is a good pick to not lose. Oh, what am I doing, though? That's not going to do a damn thing. 3rd-round pick is way too high for a trade that could go if we just find, like, the right piece. Come on, find something. Stop taking all the damn time up, idiot. Virgil, he's okay. Not that okay, though, apparently. Middle linebacker. What about corners? We have, like... Here, take Patrick Peterson, why don't you? I don't mind. There you go. Yeah, I mean, we don't really need... Like, that 3rd-round pick is decently valued, even though it's, like, a late 3rd. Whereas, like, Patrick Peterson's actually, like, a 78 overall. We should have got rid of, like, Mackenzie Alexander or something like that. Like we said, tight end we need to get... Offensive line. Oh my, Ezra Cleveland's a low overall, though. We can get rid of these 2 fellas. Once again, they had no value, but we just find a team that has some value in Ezra. Maybe we can just, like, slap him over there. What do we need a tight end? We've tried for Gesicki a lot, and he never joins. He's also not very good in sim for us. Oh, yeah, Kyle Pitts. I'll get him real quick. What am I even doing? What? Hello? You're feeling okay, pal? You're not going to freaking get him. Goddard, Dallas Goddard. That's Javon Hargrave, but, I mean, close. It's pretty close. Dallas Goddard for these guys and a thingy. I should really take off Everson because we may run out of time. I'll just give him a third-round pick. This is a better use for a third-round pick. Wow, it really is because they don't want it. So there's that. Sheldon Richardson. Okay, you can have Griffin. I was just trolling. I just want to see if you're gonna really. I mean, it is a very big piece of the offense. So 2/3. Please just do it. What did we do wrong? It was like so much closer with those 2 trash cans. We did get Jeremy Chin, so Xavier Woods is an option. Why that? Hello, I'm on a time limit here. I don't need your delays. Let's get rid of that because Kellen Mond's a very high value, I'd say. Come on, dude. What do I got to do? Dallas Goddard, you're not that good. It's like, then why are you trading so much for me? Anthony Barr. I really don't want to get rid of Anthony Barr, but I will. Are you effing me in my A? Whatever, we're going somewhere else. Evan Ingram, he's a low kind of value player, but, well, he's not a low value, but he's just, you know, like, yeah. Okay, I said what I said, and I meant what I said. Offensive line, we might need like one more. What are our draft picks? Do we have 2 firsts? No, we had to get rid of one for Deshaun Watson, didn't we? That's all right. That's all right. We could still use a corner. The safeties are solid. I was going to say sick, but they're not. Corners, yeah, like I said, we could use one more corner linebacker. I could use an opposite edge rusher. I don't really like Griffin here too much. But we're in an okay spot, so with 5 minutes left, we kind of maybe think about things a little bit instead of normally rushing through. Like I said with Darisaw, can we maybe make a play for a corner and a tackle? This is actually a team that kind of... No, damn it. Murphy I thought was an 84, but he's not. Dolphins definitely don't have a tackle, I'll tell you that. We already took one corner off of them. AJ. Yeah. Mr. Boye. Another offensive lineman. I mean, Gilmore is good, but is he that good? I guess so. Okay, never mind. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to intrude on your happiness. I don't know what the hell I'm saying here. Give me Trey. Not great, but it's something. Really. Really. I mean, that would be nice. I'd put Minka back at corner, and everyone would be happy about it. Except for them, because they don't want to do the trade. Damn it, dude. I'm willing to let go of the well, I don't really want to do this. I'm really willing to lose the tackle if it's going to give me Chandler Jones. So if they want to do it, I'm down. Apparently less value when you add the tackle. Wow, they really don't like linemen in Arizona, I guess. Jesus. Wow, okay, I said we can take some time to think about it. I didn't mean this much time. Jesus, we're selling. I guess that's just the line. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Nice. Man, we choking out here. Oh, we have Chubb. He's not great, but he's something, I suppose. We have our DTs, our DNs. Any sort of value at all, anywhere? Oh, there's one. There's like a little peek. The Dolphins are like, hey, hello, how are you? I really don't want to do Byron again, though. Javon Holland really does nothing for me. Baker does nothing for me. Well, well, well. If it isn't Byron, every damn speed rebuild Jones. Although he's actually kind of like, hold up there, pal. I don't really want to join you. Oh, that's too much. That first round pick. What are we going to use that first round pick on? I'm trying to think. Lineman? Maybe Byron Jones. Can we do Howard instead? Someone new? Technically a little bit better with those interceptions as well. Damn, they are really, like, valuing their cornerbacks for once. Really? They really love their cornerbacks today. They normally don't. Do you guys mind? 2 minutes left. We really dropped the ball on this one, dude. We had a huge lead, and we're trading all of this for Xavier Howard, who is a very good player. And honestly, considering we already had 283 overall corners, probably wasn't necessary. So we may try to work one of the other corners off the roster to grab like a good offensive lineman. Oh, we had way better than I thought. I forgot about Fuller. Yeah, we actually did a pretty good job in this one. Everson Griffin, Dante Jackson, and Osborne, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, Osborne's decently young. Let's find a team with multiples. Was that the Seahawks? Yep, they have a lot of offensive lineman talent. Buccaneers, let's give me some linemen, why don't we? There's no way you get Wirfs. This is a lot to ask for. I don't even think we get these two for this. And we don't even come close. Do you remember that Jensen, I believe, is a superstar? If we could just even get one, that'd be kind of sick. I don't think we even need Devin White. I'm down for just one if you want to just do it. Okay. Let's go to the Raiders. We're desperate. All right, Raiders. Anyone else? I want to be fair. I don't want to go like too hardcore with the trades. Let's get Daniel Carlson while we're at it. Why not? Damn it, they don't want it. What the hell? Do we still have a third? Please tell me you have a third. Yikes. That's not good. Are we really like just not going to get this trade off? This is the biggest sell we've ever had, dude. We're just like leaving this much talent on the board. They don't want him. That was good. Still, there's always time for a pun. There's always time for a pun. Just give me Taylor Lewan. I don't even care at this rate. I just need linemen. Got 15 seconds left to make a trade. And do you really, when you have to do all... Look at this game. 10 seconds. I can't even get a player on the board. I can't even... I don't even have time. GG. You win, EA. You win. Well, at least we got depth with Xavier Woods. Some depth elsewhere, too, I suppose. Man, we really choked. We kind of just got through all of our trades we needed at, like, the 4-minute mark and then just kind of, you know, choked a little bit. All right, moment of truth. We usually get to about an 86+. We did not do that this time, 85. However, even though it is a one-year thing, we did still keep a bit of youth, and we put the sliders at, well, base. We don't put them anywhere. We just keep them at where they are. So there is still development chance, whereas most teams, you know, if we're in 86, 87, 88, that's kind of where they're stuck at. But you could already see even Evan Ingram here has an upgrade point, but Jefferson will go up. Cook, I don't know. Watson should go up. The majority of the offensive line should go up. Defensively, we've had a couple of younger guys here that, you know, should go up. Like Chin should go up. Payne should go up. Chubb can still. Chase Young will. So... you know, it's not like one-year type players that we sometimes have, like a Gronk or, you know, a Brady or Rodgers. Well, you know, they're not like 1 year technically, but you know what I mean. They can't really upgrade too much. You know, some linemen that are older. So it's like a mixture of good old and a lot of good young, which, you know, it's kind of weird to say once again. But let's go. Let's go into the playoffs and see if we're there. We almost always make the postseason. So if we don't at least do that with the KC playbook on, because just to make it fair, across the board, we know how much the scheme matters in Sim. You know, just to make all of the rebuilds, speed rebuilds, have a fair playing field if you're trying to compare them, which I like to do. You know, at least we have some sort of basis where it's like, oh, well, obviously the Eagles were never going to do well because they run the ball too much or this or that, you know. And with all that being said, EA's hatred for the Vikings will still maybe continue because they went 11-6, which is good. But I thought maybe they could have done better, too, on the top three in the quarterbacking. Let's take a look at the games played. Who do they lose to? So the Bengals and the Cardinals are pretty good teams. Panthers, I mean, we made them a lot worse with that really sleazy trade. The Cowboys, fair enough. Chargers, sheesh, but fair enough. Rams, fair enough as well. But would like to see a closer game. But, you know, some really tough opponents that we lost to. Some opponents that were tough that we beat as well. So let's take a look at the numbers. Watson, really not that... You know, I'm starting to think about it, actually. Why did we trade for Watson? Because he's actually really bad in Sim, usually. Let's take a look at the Texans. I mean, bad, but not maybe that bad. Dalvin Cook was pretty bad in the Chiefs scheme. Yeah, this offense did not perform well. You got to think this defense did the carrying, which they used to do once upon a time. Sack totals, Chubb, 15. That was a great trade. 9.5 for Young. DTs, of course, Payne is like a, you know, block shedder. So is Pierce. So you can't really tell how well they really did technically. Howard with 3 picks. Harrison Smith with 2. You know, Shaq Thompson had 2. Kicking, that's the one position we definitely need to do. We should have gotten kicker punter. We almost had Daniel Carlson with Richie Incognito, which would have been a nice little trade, but it didn't happen. For MVP and all that, I mean, we just really had a pretty mediocre season outside of maybe Bradley Chubb, I would suppose. But, yeah, like I said, outside of that, I wouldn't expect it. Chubb, number 5. And, yeah, where did we trade? Yeah, he was on this side, actually. Where is he? Did Danielle Hunter not play well? Danielle Hunter, 5.5. Did he just not start? 5.5 sacks a full year as a starter for Washington. Now, once again, I don't know how it works. I don't think there's even a way to test it, so I can't even really do a video on it, but I don't know if it matters his overall or his actual production. Because once again, there is no pressures, so 5.5 sacks sucks, but if it's like Justin Smith of the Niners 5.5 sacks, you're like, oh, well, I mean, the guy eats up double teams and triple teams, and, you know, prime Aldon Smith was looking like one of the greatest pass rushers ever because of it, but I don't know how that works. So in the sense of trading, this is why I almost always trade off the X Factor pass rusher, because you just get so much back from them, and they're only one player. I mean, especially if you just go straight to Washington, you can get Chase Young, Sweat, and Daron Payne for the price of Danielle Hunter probably, and as you can see, you know, with Chase Young, 9.5 sacks, and then Bradley Chubb even, who's like, was a 78 overall, had 15. So, you know, one individual player's efforts in sim really aren't worth it. But let's go in and watch these sims from the Vikings versus the Saints. A little bit of rematchery here. See if the Saints can get some revenge. All right, going to the end of the game. The Saints coming out with 3. Minnesota with nothing. 10 now for the Saints, 7-10. I'm pretty sure last speed rebuild we did was another really good team, and they underperformed. This one is good, but with the way the offense played, specifically Deshaun Watson, I don't feel like that's our best performance in a speed rebuild. And with the way this has gone, it appears that the game agrees. Once again, it is the Vikings. The Vikings in sim. I would love to see re-sims, rebuilds, all of that. And if we were to look back at how many times the Vikings even make the Super Bowl, let alone win it, it is so small. And honestly, the majority of them would come from recently when we did, I can't remember what video it was, but the Vikings actually made a couple of Super Bowls. But, I mean, they really just don't make it. The game just hates them so much. I mean, even it's like the Bills in-game. The Bills, like, they suck so much in the game, even though they have a lot of talent. It's just, that's the way it goes in sim sometimes. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be trading for Deshaun Watson anytime soon. Again, at least. Obviously, we just did it, but that was a bit of a lackluster one. Once again, it was a good set of trades up until the 4-minute mark. I mean, I'm trying to think of what we could have done differently that would have been better. Obviously, it's not just super easy. We couldn't just make any trade we wanted. The game actually is, you know, very, I wouldn't say very hard to trade now, but the values are decently accurate. They're a lot better than they were. But if you could, you know, use hindsight, maybe Dalvin Cook, because of how good of a overall an X factor he is, you know, maybe you go to the Packers and you get Devontae and Aaron Jones for the price of him in like a first round. I'm not sure, but trading Dalvin off for even like, maybe we could have done Kirk Cousins and Dalvin Cook for Joe Mixon and Joe Burrow or something like that. That would have been a really good trade. Because once again, Deshaun Watson just was not good in sim for us. He was awful. It was like 2-to-1 touchdown to pick ratio, which in Madden sim is really bad. The yards are pretty low, and you know, once again, Dalvin didn't really play that well in the scheme. So yeah, I mean, I don't think we really made bad plays or decisions. I think we just got cucked a little bit in sim. I don't even remember how Evan Ingram played. How did he play? He was kind of a weekend tight end. But yeah, I mean, he played really well. So you know, I thought maybe we could have got a higher quality one, but he played really well, so that's really all that matters. Chubb was obviously a nice little steal. Chase Young was decent enough. Shaq Thompson was pretty good. Chin, I don't even remember. Howard really wasn't worth the value, but he's a new name we added. And I thought maybe because of his catching, he would have done way better than Byron would have for us, but apparently didn't really get that many interceptions anyways. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of the speed rebuild of the Minnesota Vikings. It's a successful one because not only do we build a good team in general, but we actually built a team that's young. It's a team that actually probably could go on and compete again next season very easily, right? Like Thielen drops in overall, but everyone else pretty much across the board, besides Thielen and Smith, are in a really good spot right now in their careers. So I mean, we obviously did a really good job. We actually went for youth for once as well. Necessarily didn't work, but it was something new, and I still think we just kind of got unlucky in sim, to be honest. But of course, the Buccaneers versus the Chiefs, gotta love that matchup, and haven't seen that before. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Should be a video a little later today. I know normally, it's like Monday stream, Wednesday stream, Friday stream, but we just got done, playing the Super Bowl for the Raiders franchise, and I plan on uploading that either Friday or Saturday. So I think the next time I'll be streaming would probably be Friday nights, but I don't think it's going to be Madden. I think it'll be a non-Madden stream. And yeah, like I said, video later today. Tomorrow should be a rebuild, maybe the perfect fantasy draft rebuild of that Jets team, and a second channel video on PKR Plays. I'm a little behind on the second channel videos only because of streamy stuff, I think. I don't know. Why am I behind? That's a good question. Oh, no, I'm only behind because of the timing. That's what it was, the timing. I would normally have uploaded today, but it's a double video today, which normally double upload isn't on a Wednesday, but that's why. Okay, I try to blame something that wasn't existent. Whoops! Look, where's the bag of excuses? Okay, pull a name out of the hat. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you guys enjoy, maybe leave a like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second, all that good stuff. And that's about it. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!